Gunshot victims at Regional 1. They're a problem. You know this because you watch us cover these crimes almost every night. Memphis is the center of a gun epidemic.
That's the conclusion of 20 years of data that we have obtained. The data that's been gathered by those we never see. It's the surgeons who save many of the victims' lives. Fox 13's Zach Crenshaw is the only reporter to see this report. Zach, the Trauma Center put this together to understand what is happening on the outside.
That's because when a gunshot victim pulls up here to Regional 1 Rural in the back of an ambulance, the surgeons inside don't know if they're a suspect or a victim. They often find out from us here on the outside, reporting the news about the more than 1,000 gunshot victims every single year that come to Regional 1. But what we found out in this study that they put together is the story about how the streets of Memphis are changing.
April 10, 2016, at around 11:35, 11:40 p.m.
Two sisters were walking in their front door when someone fired a dozen shots. A single bullet ended Tierney Reed's life 1 week before her 19th birthday.
And it hit a main artery, which is why she died so suddenly.
Older sister Melanie was hit 4 times.
I was fighting to stay awake. I would have died. I really do believe that. Something in me just kept saying, stay awake.
Melanie stayed awake just long enough to get to Regional 1.
The paramedics told my mother that I was not supposed to survive that night.
One of the main reasons she's alive, the skill of the surgeons at our area's only level 1 trauma center.
We descend upon the patient, and it looks like organized chaos.
Head of trauma, Dr. Martin Kroos, is one of the authors of a recent study that examined 20 years of gunshot data in the Mid-South.
The good news is that the overall mortality has decreased from about 14 to 15% down to about 10%.
The bad news?
More people are getting shot.
And in more areas of their body, like Melanie.
I was shot twice in my arm and once in my back.
And once in her neck. The bullet exited her right eye, which she lost. Dr. Crow sees that all the time.
Chest, abdomen, and neck, or chest, abdomen, and leg. So that suggests that more people are using either automatic weapons or weapons with a larger magazine.
Melanie's not your typical Mid-South gunshot victim. What the hospital study found reflects what we report daily. Nearly 90% of the victims are men, 77% are black, and the most common age is 20 to 24 years old. In short, young black men are getting shot on the streets of Memphis. Only 30% of the gunshot victims are from the wider region, reaching into eastern Arkansas and northern Mississippi. The study calls gun violence in Memphis a public health epidemic.
People need to put the guns down, but you can tell people that all day, and it's really up to them to do it.
The bullet wounds heal. Patients go home. But the pain and trauma is always there.
It's not a day goes by I don't think about her and what happened. I do ask myself, is there something else I could have done to protect her? Because I lived, she didn't.
Now, Tierney Reed's murder is still unsolved at this time. If you have any information about that, call Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH. Regional 1 says data collection is a serious issue, and it is very much lacking here in the Mid-South. They put together graphs. They looked at their gunshot data, but they said they're working to partner with the Memphis Police Department to get their information with the hopes of preventing shootings out here across Memphis to prevent patients from ending up inside the trauma center. In the meantime, they're going to do what they can to save lives every single day. Reporting live outside Regional 1, Zach Crenshaw, Fox 13 News.